Yo. We back. We back with another video.
And we back.
This is Laugh Together, Love Together, where we share our marriage experience to encourage you. You know what I mean? To
Give you hope.
give you hope, guidance.
Marriage does work.
Marriage work.
Gotta build it.
Mm-hmm.
So this was episode 9?
This is episode 8.
8?
Episode 8. Yeah.
Really?
We on episode 8, y'all. If y'all haven't checked out 1 through 7, check them out.
Check it out.
Check them out. Like, comment, subscribe,
Share.
share it.
It's free.
So today we want to talk about,
Dun, 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 dun.
we want to talk about what?
Valentine's Day. Why we don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I know a lot of people spend a lot of time stressing. I don't know what to get my husband. I don't know what to get my boyfriend. I don't know what to get my wife. She got everything. He got everything. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Or they're stuck making plans that they really don't want to make plans with, having dinner reservations or getting a room, whatever, or gifts, teddy bears, cards, flowers, candy, draws, lingerie, whatever. And it's either just because it's Valentine's Day, or let me shut her up, let me shut him up. Sometimes it goes in the trash. I don't know.
But it's one day though.
It's just one day.
One day to wait again to next year to do it again, right?
Yeah, and it's sad because some couples, that's the only time that they really spend time together. It's on Valentine's Day.
Right.
But when we got together, we told each other that, first of all, we made it our business to take a year off of all social media platforms when we got married. Took 1 year off. And we took that 1 year off simply to get to know us as a married couple, go through the seasons as a married couple without outside interference.
Right.
So, with that being said, we also said that we will not celebrate Valentine's Day because just like when you're dating or courting, you know, guys, you send gifts and you go on dates, and why does that stop? When you say I do, that should be part of a marriage, part of the marriage to keep it fresh and popping and, you know, that chase.
I agree.
Females, you dressed up, you put on the makeup, lashes, whatever you wear, you know, the sexy draws, whatever,
And
on
that
them
stopped.
Friday night dates. But why did that stop? When you say it, hold on, why you say ain't it like that?
I mean,
Like that stopped. I mean, come on now.
I want to rewind real quick before you go too far. I just wanted to rewind to, like you say, the chase. You know what I mean? Buying the gifts, this and that. Because you're trying to get the cookie. Once you get the cookie, ain't nothing left but crumbs, man.
Let's get some tea.
Huh? You trying to get the cookie. And, hey, listen, if he got to buy you things and stuff like that to get the cookie, that's all it's worth? Huh? I mean, I'm just asking. You know what I mean? What you think? Because you say it stopped. And I think it's on both ends. Like you say, the lingerie, that stopped. And I don't know, go ahead, lot of boys.
A lot of that stops, you know, after I do. And it shouldn't. It definitely should continue. And some people, I think it has a lot to do with the reasons why they get married. So they spend so much time on the ceremony, the dress, the venue, spending all this money. So after, you know, the lavish day, and when it's time to build, it's a lot of arguing and bickering and frustration because it's one party that really didn't want to get married, but this party, you know, was fine, let me do it to shut him up or shut her up, or it's argument over finances and, you know, argument over kids, you know, things that should have been discussed and handled prior to I do. You know, that's another video. So let's get back to why we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. You know, we didn't want the world to tell us, oh, you've got to do this on this particular day. You've got to do that. Number one, where is it in the Bible saying on February 14th, you got to do this?
Yeah, I mean,
nowhere to be found.
But all of it is more so to stimulate the economy. You know what I mean? They set certain days, certain times throughout the year for you to go out there and shop. Or show the one that you love. Buy a ring, buy roses, buy chocolates, this and that. I mean, you could do that during the year. You could do
throughout
that during the year.
Like, it shouldn't stop.
Absolutely, because sending flowers to your job when you was working. I mean, that's showing throughout the year. Sweeping, that's showing. I mean, I think that means a lot more than a box of chocolate.
Absolutely.
Some roses. You taking the initiative to wash the clothes, fold the clothes, clean the bathrooms. You know what I mean? Not necessarily.
And getting back to, you know, what you said as, you know, when I was in the working world, sending flowers to my job. I mean, and it was really just sad how a lot of people, you know, was like, oh, what did he do? He must want something. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. You know, this is what my husband does. So once they saw that randomly out the year, out the time, out the months, I would get flowers, you know, now it was normal to them. So it was like, oh, her husband does that. Or that's what her husband does. You know, and it's really sad that people got to think like that. And it was even men on the job that was thinking like that. Oh, he must have did something. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
That's
like, why does that have to be, you know, in order for me to get my wife or husband flowers, an apology behind it? You know, that shouldn't stop. Whatever that was being done to date, to court, we going on a date, we going to the movies, you know, if we going to hire a chef and have dinner, whatever it is, that should continue. And I understand that, you know, with time comes kids or jobs and schedules, everything is craziness. But it should be a time, whether it's once a month or once a week, whatever works for your schedule, where it's just our time. We're doing something, getting out of the environment. Even if you just have to go to we going for a drive and we going to share this 99-cent fry, you know, if that's what it is, whatever. But just making that time. If it's nice outside, go, you know, for a walk. I remember when it was nice over the summer, we just went and grabbed something to eat and went and sat at the park bench and ate lunch. You know, so it's just those small things that should continue throughout the marriage, throughout the time, throughout the months, throughout the year. And it should not be just one particular day where the world has to tell you, go buy your husband or go buy your wife this wonderful, lavish gift. That shouldn't just be just one day out the year. And it's sad because, like I said in the beginning, that day is a lot of couples' time where they get the cookie. And that's the only time they have a special occasion where they do go out on a date. You know, and I think that's really, really sad. I think because it's getting caught up in what they say, what the world says. You know, and it goes back to marriage. You have to build marriage, you know, and go back to why we're getting married. And a lot of people don't want to go to counseling, but you need to go to counseling, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. We need to have talks prior to I do, because both sides need to be on the same page. You know, this is what we want, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to spend money on. You know, our accounts is going to be separate, and we're going to put one together. Whatever the case is, we're going to live here, we're going to live there. We want kids, we don't want kids, we got a blended family. You know, I'm going to work, you can stay home. All that needs to be talked about prior to I do. And I think a lot of the problem comes because there's no conversation before. There's no counseling before, you know. And then we're just stuck on what social media says, what the world says. And I meant to Google it, I forgot, but you can go back and Google. It might have been a little bit different last year because of this whole pandemic, but you know, it's a lot of money that gets spent on Valentine's Day. I mean, money that gets spent, millions, you know, just off of flowers, candies, and cards, and going out to eat. It's just ridiculous. And then after that, it's just We ain't talking no more. We ain't going out to eat. We ain't going on no dates. We're not spending time, you know. And I think that time spent is needed because each year we get older. Each year you grow. Each year you mature. So, of course, coming into the marriage, we're not the same people that we were. And that's not a bad thing. And you have to learn how to grow and mature together. And that's why it's important that you have these times, date nights or pillow talk, whatever it is you want to call it. You have to make time for it.
I agree.
You ain't got nothing else.
Right. Yeah, this is more so a topic for, I would say, from a female's point of view. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot of pressure. If you operate like that, where you don't celebrate Valentine's Day or whatever the case is, and you see going on your timeline, you see they got flowers, they going to this restaurant, that restaurant. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. What do you think?
A lot of pressure on who, though?
I'm saying as far as the female, the one that may want to try to not celebrate Valentine's Day. And now she looking at her dude like, dang, you ain't give me nothing. I mean, you know what I mean? Would you say that?
I mean, so you saying when they decided not to celebrate, or she ain't get nothing and she like, hold on.
I'm saying like far as if they're discussing that they don't want to celebrate Valentine's Day, but then you go in their timeline and she feeling some type of way because she see all her homegirls with flowers and they going on dates and all this kind of stuff.
See, that's the problem with social media because everybody lives a lie. You know, because that's because the homegirls got flowers and gifts and cards. That don't mean that they got a husband, and that don't mean that everything is peaches and cream.
And this might have been the first time they got something.
Pookie and Ray Ray, whoever, they could be out in the street the 350 days of the year, but then on that one day, now he coming around with bands and bags and all that. So you can't even look at the timeline and see what somebody else is getting because you don't know if that home is happy.
But that's what's going on though. We all got our phones in our hands. We looking at the timeline. We
have our phones in our hands. We do.
Hey.
Yes, we do, but we got to focus on this.
Right. And understanding that social media is a highlight reel. It's just a highlight reel. That's pretty much all it is. You gonna only see the good. You know what I mean? They're not showing you the bad. They're not gonna show you where they was almost divorced like we were. We was headed down that road, Jack.
Facts.
Huh? And we won't coming back no more.
No.
You know what I mean? But through, like you say, counseling, through seeking God, seeking prayer, you know what I mean? And finding that time. We know it is busy. You got 1,000 things to do. But like you said, that pillow talk, that's important. You know what I mean? How was your day? So that way you can just ease each other before y'all go to sleep.
Or checkups. We call it checkups. That we do.
Well, you call it a tune-up.
Tune-up,
Tune-up,
check-up.
I like tune-up.
Okay,
I like
tune-up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's good to do that, you know, once a month or, you know, if you feel like it's getting a little frustration, but you're not really frustrated or fussing at each other, then, because you can feel in the atmosphere when things aren't right. And that may be a good time to have a little tune-up, you know. And that's the time to say, hey, you know, like he asked me, is there anything that I can do better? You know, anything that I can help you with? You know, what is it that you need from me? You know, and then vice versa. And I think that is awesome because that's your opportunity or my opportunity, you know, if I'm feeling overwhelmed, you know, if I just need a break, whatever, that's the opportunity to speak on something.
Right.
You know, even if it was, well, you know, I didn't like last week when XYZ happened. That is the opportunity to open the floor, you know, and we have to be respectful, willing to hear and receive, you know, and we have to be understanding, you know, because like I've said before, I might say something but mean it in one way, and he may receive it the wrong way. And just because he received it the wrong way, that doesn't mean that I should get upset and get an attitude and be like, well, you know, If you receive it one way, then that's fine. Clear it up. Well, I didn't mean it that way. You know, I apologize. Right. And we have to learn how to do that. Apologize, you know, when we're wrong, even if it was unintentional.
Right.
And then my biggest thing is just getting out of the environment. Get out the environment. You know, like I said, if it's just taking a drive somewhere, if you are able to go somewhere overnight for the weekend, do it. You know, even if it's once a year, twice a year. He already know, you know, prior to our anniversary, you know, if it's feasible, I like to have a getaway. You know, staycation, if you want to call it that. You can't go nowhere far, fine. There's plenty of nice places just to go and just be out in the environment, away from home, kids, whatever. You know, because we all need that. It's very, 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 very important.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty much why we decided, you know, not to celebrate Valentine's Day, not to get caught up in one day. You know, we do stuff throughout the year long, you know, come up with little ideals. And it's important that you study each other. Know that person's likes and, you know, things. I can't count how many times I was surprised with the stuff that I was looking at on Amazon and, you know, different things. And it's just the little things too, because I remember, you know, pink is my favorite color. And I remember one year, you just randomly came home and I had a nice little plush throw pink blanket and a little pink pillow. You know, and it's just little small stuff like that. That's just like, oh, wow, you know. And it's just, that's the thing, that's what counts, the little stuff. And doing little stuff like that throughout the year, throughout the month, even if it's just little notes. You know, when he used to work at the shipyard, I used to get up making breakfast sandwiches, and I used to just write on a little sandwich bag, just little stuff, you know, we appreciate you, we love you, you know, you're awesome, you're great. You know, just little stuff like that means a lot.
Don't be going broke out there, man, from the one day. At the end of the day, if y'all ain't expressed how much y'all love each other by now, I don't know what to tell you. Teddy bears or rings, necklaces, and all that kind of stuff.
That ring from, what's it, K?
Hey, listen, man. Hey, it's COVID, man. Huh? Put everything on. Hey, it's COVID, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, try something new. Try something new, and that way you can experience something new. Word. That's all I got. You got anything else? Oh, the TLC. You sipping on your nice tea right here? What kind of tea is that? Let the people know so they can go and click the link. You can grab the tea. You can grab NutriBurst. You can grab NRG.
If you are experiencing issues trying to get your health in check, we have a detox tea. We have 3 detox teas. This is not a weight loss tea, it's a detox tea. It will cleanse your upper and lower intestines, your kidney, your colon and liver all at one time. Okay? So if you are ready to say, look, I need to get my life in order, I need to detox, you need to order that tea. We have CBD tea. If you can't have CBD tea, I know some jobs is tripping with that. We have original tea. Okay? If you need energy, you need to get our NRG, energy. Natural energy comes from raw honey, has a little bit of caffeine in it. It also has 5-HTP in it. Some people call that the happy pill. It's going to put you in the mood. So people that you ain't like, don't want to speak to, you're going to be like, hey girl, what's up? Mental clarity and focus, and it will help boost your natural energy. Stay away from those energy drinks. They are not good for you, okay? If you need a multivitamin, NutriBurst. NutriBurst is equivalent to 10 salads. It will help with your energy, will give you your nutrients that you need. It will also help with your face. Some people have given testimonies with nice hair growing and nails and everything like that. If you need a face cleanser, we have 3 different soaps. Look, just click on that link, go shopping. And the best thing about TLC, they stand by their products 100%. So if you get something and you're not happy with it, and you had it for 15 days, 20 days, guess what? You can send it back and get your money back. Who does that? With the open product. I'll wait. Let me know. Oh, okay then. If you say, well, look, I'm good with my health, essential oils. We got that too. Listen, click the link, look through there, go shopping, or shoot me an email. Let me know what you having issues with. Women, menopause, hot flashes, you having a little dryness, little issues, blossom me. Listen, men, you having little issues, Gano, that's going to help you out. We have a lot of things that will really help you and improve your overall health. Health is wealth. Without that, you don't have nothing. And we got to put health first. Because if you laying up in a hospital bed, how you going to take care of your family? How you going to work? Stop putting your health on a budget. That's all I got to say.
Hey, that's all I got. That's all I got. And we switching it from Love Erica Jones to Faitheyes Pictures in Motion, right? So we want y'all to go over there, subscribe to Faitheyes Pictures in Motion. Stay here for classes of product reviews of TLC.
Health,
wellness.
If you have any products that you want reviewed,
yeah, absolutely.
leave some comments.
Absolutely. And when are you going to start your classes? We'll get back with y'all on that one.
Another video.
Stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe.
And share. It's
Share.
free. Support.
Share that.
It's free.
It's free. Love y'all.